How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be doing something just a little different, still in the Rust world, but we're going to be reacting to a new Rust update, and that is the Deep Sea update. So that's going to be all about, I guess, the ocean, the sea, the water, and boats. So let's go ahead and see what it is together. If you haven't seen this before, then let's go.
Ahoy, survivors and friends, Shadowfax here, and welcome to the Deep Sea, because today we have finally got access to the Orcs 01 branch, which contains the naval update, which is coming in November, although it is currently very buggy and there are a lot of things that are either missing or work in progress, and I'm going to try my best. And this is a little bit of a different video because currently running out of time because this has only just come out, and also I'm suffering from some kind of medieval disease which may or may not start with C and end with D. I'm not sure. Anyway, as I say, a lot of this is work in progress. I'm probably going to miss a few things out or get a few things wrong as I'm going into this blind, but we're going to start with the first thing, which is boat building. Okay, so boat building, and the first thing that you...
What? Oh, this is gonna bring a whole new world to the water. Oh, I really hope you can live in these boats.
What you're going to need is a boat building station, which must be placed in the water. Certain depth needs to be about here. There we go.
Whoa.
Not right on the shore, but once that is down, you can start...
How am I supposed to protect this land? Can you? I don't even know.
Editing a boat. There is an area that's surrounded by buoys, and you can walk on this grid. From there, what you need is a boat plan, which is like a building plan, but it's green instead of blue. And from that, you can select a number of different pieces, just like if you were building a base. So there are a couple of hull pieces, a couple of floor pieces. There are some walls, window, door, low cannon.
How big can you make these bases or these boats?
Cannon wall, which has a hole in it for a cannon, a low wall barrier, and some boat stairs. So let's start by making ourselves just some random boat. And we won't go too crazy, just try and give you an idea of exactly what you can do. I'm just going to put a point on it so that it's aqua dynamic, and then we can build ourselves a little cabin. Why not?
Oh my god.
Then we can also put down some low walls. So we want to put them around the edge of the boat to stop people falling over. You've also got a cannon wall here, which you can see has a slot in it, and there's also the low wall barrier, which is like a wall, but a bit more decorative, I guess. And then we have stairs, which just look like that. There you go. I think I've used all the bit. We've got an anchor, which goes like that.
Oh, that's cool.
To be placed on the edge. There's a motor as well, which I don't think has to be placed anywhere particularly.
I'm curious if you actually have to have, like, will it take more low grade? Or is that, well, I don't even know if it's going to be using low grade, but if it is, the bigger the boat, is it the more low grade you use? I don't know.
But it has a fuel storage, which you can't access at the moment, and you're apparently supposed to be able to turn it on by holding E, but that also doesn't work. However, that's not the only form of power that we have, because we do have sails.
Oh, that's wild.
3 sails in. Then we also have...
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you steer?
Front here, and you have a plank, which you can
make people walk
kind of so that it hangs over the side.
Why?
And then we've got cannons.
Nice.
Can be placed in these slots.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Or anywhere, basically. We're going to finish building, which now activates the boat. I can mount the cannons.
I can live on this
by pressing and holding E. And I do have cannon balls in my inventory, but that doesn't seem to be working, which is a bit of a shame.
This is wild.
The engine is not working. Let's lower these sails.
Okay. But how are people not going to be able to steal this? Let's say I build this and then I can use it, but then once I get off, how is someone not going to be able to steal this boat?
Fast. It does say that we've got a certain amount of mass, certain amount of health, no power. There are another couple of things that I forgot to mention. There are doors.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Holes in them, especially created for boats. And there are boat ladders as well.
Okay.
Like normal ladders, but a bit more boaty. I
Yeah.
am told that on release, you will only be able to build boats out of wood. I think that's all subject to change, but it would be nice
That's
to
fine.
have something made of metal, wouldn't it? I'm going to go to the deep sea. Let's go to the deep sea. Now,
Okay.
at the moment, you can see a kind of visualization of the edge of the deep sea. And the idea is that
Yeah.
you'll be able to sail off the map, find a portal, go through it, and you'll end up in this separate area. And by
What?
sailing off in one direction, you'll end up on the other side of the map. It's sort of a bit like Pac-Man. Right now, I think that's a little bit bugged. So what we have to do is input a command, and the command is enter deep sea. And here we are. Now, the deep sea is home to several things, so let's go through them one by one. And first is you'll see these islands that are scattered around.
Can I build on this?
Tropical islands with white sandy beaches. These are all very much work in progress, and the team are populating them with more stuff. So there's going to
Oh
be,
my god.
pardon me, there's going to be quite a lot of loot on these islands, apparently.
I want
but
to
you won't
build.
be able to build on them.
Damn it.
They just look nice. The reason why you won't be able to build on them is because the deep sea will wipe every so often, every few hours. The sea will become really choppy, radiation will increase, and you'll have to get out of there, and everything gets reset. All the loot gets reset,
No,
etc., etc.
that would have been so
it will be
cool.
off limits for a little while, every now and again. The deep sea in totality is going to be quite a high loot area, apparently. So
Interesting.
I'm told. But at the moment, these
Barrels?
desert islands
Crates?
are pretty barren.
Hmm.
There aren't even any coconuts, which is saddening. I like the white sand,
Yeah.
even though it looks a bit more like snow. I'm not sure whether the deep sea will actually spawn on every map size.
Okay.
But I was recommended 4,000, so that's what I went with. The other thing that you'll find here are
Ooh,
ghost
shipwrecks.
ships. Now, I thought when I heard ghost ships that they were going to be actual proper ghost ships, but it seems that they are these scientist-infested trawlers, and there are several of them around.
Interesting.
We're just going to land on this one and have a look around. Don't mind me, boys. So basically, these are just like small stationary cargo ships full of scientists, which will have a lot more loot on. Excuse me, there's not very much in here at the moment. You
Yeah.
may find one or two boxes. Moonwalking scientist there.
Man, I'm so
There's
bad at
a
killing them
cabin
though.
area up here, which again doesn't have much in at the moment. There's the bridge. Not much going on in here. And I believe you can go all the way up to the crow's nest. At the moment,
cool.
these are work in progress as well and subject to change. There's another one over here, which is slightly different again. I think if we look at spawn Ghost Ship B, Ghost Ship Basic, Ghost Ship C, and Ghost Ship D. So potentially five different Ghost Ship variants could spawn. Another thing that we were talking about was floating cities. Well,
this is wild.
Just the one floating city, which is this. But let's have a look at it. Basically, the floating city is a safe zone area.
That's cool.
Like a bandit camp with lots of amenities and lots of shops and one or two unique things as well. In no particular order, we've got a research bench. We've got a shop over here which sells firearms. That's what he's selling. Here's a clothing vendor.
Oh my god.
Nice. Washing machines to keep things clean. This chap down here is a boat vendor. There's also a vending machine which buys fish. That's mostly it for that section. On this side we've got another vendor here who sells turrets. You've got a small refinery just here. Here we've got a food market.
Nice.
That's what's on offer there. This is one thing that's going to need changing, because you are supposed to go in this end here, talk to this person, and pay for access to the farm. Now, this is actually a closed door. You're going to have to pay to get in. 150 scrap to get into the farm. Okay.
Whoa.
5 seconds to get in the door and no tailgating. All right. And once inside, well, you can harvest whatever's
here.
Which is a lot of pumpkins. And then there's a way out the back, which, as I say, is currently open, so you could potentially scam them. But that is going to be changed, and also it's going to be changed so you can't jump into it. I found a recycler. It is underneath the farm, just here.
Oh,
for those of you who want to know. The last section, I think, of the floating city is the center, which is Deep Deck Casino. I thought originally in the pictures it was Poop Deck Casino, but no, it is Deep Deck. We've got a Chinook on top.
That's
Rather
kind of
nice
cool.
touch. All looks very inviting, very glamorous. You come in this section here. You've got an
there's an elevator.
and once you get out, you've got your usual stuff, such as instruments. You've got your blackjack. You've got your slots. You got your poker tables. 6 chippy machines.
Okay.
Overkill, but never mind. We've got a boombox as well. You've even got a pool that you can get in and relax if you like. There is an upper deck too, which currently doesn't really have much in it. There is a bar, but it seems to be closed.
Oh.
Yes. There are these towers as well, which I think are just decorative. There's nothing you can actually do with them. No, they seem to be empty. There's a person down here called Floating John who has a mission. Sure, what have you got? The patrolling scientist boats have been really bothering me and my neighbours. They're so noisy and they scare away all the fish. I'll reward you if you thin down their numbers. Killing 15 seafaring scientists.
That's cool.
Will get you 100 scrap. And you've got an hour to do it. Okay. So, you've heard me talking about the scientist patrol boats and ribs.
Oh, wow.
And here they are. And they tend to hang about in a certain part of the deep sea. I think this is still very much work in progress. I appear to be able to mount this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my God.
And hop on board.
What the hell?
Doesn't seem to have counted.
That's wild.
Quota. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to keep it, but if you are, it's certainly OP.
I really hope you can't keep it.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. Probably not. That would be too much fun. But do let me know what you think. It all seems to be very much work in progress, but I'm sure it'll be fixed in a couple of weeks.
This is
and
cool.
If you want to check this out yourself, you can now get onto the Orcs 01 branch on staging by opting into the beta and get on a server. Test it all out for yourself. I hope you don't mind this video being a little bit rough around the edges. I'll be back with a little bit more of a slick one.
Jesus, that is wild. I am excited for that one. That update, ooh, that's gonna be cool. Hell yeah, let's go.